we are now going to be searching for...
Hi guys, Doden is right. It is a smoothie. It does have spinach in it though, which makes it healthy, right? The big one. Yeah. Spinach, pineapple, and bananas. Sarah, you might recognize that recipe. Yeah. Because I decided to do 5 again. Remember my last 5 o'clock stream on a weekday? Ended up starting late because, well, I decided to order food that day. But I helped the student after school. So I didn't leave school until a little after 4. And so like I got home and I'm like, well, it's 4:15. I don't have time to make, a good dinner. So it was either stop on my way home or make a smoothie, and I made a smoothie. And I'll probably have something more substantial when I get home or after the stream. Maybe. I might just have toast. Or what else do I have? Ooh, popcorn. Or I could eat an entire bag of Cheez-Its Snapped. I am a good teacher, aren't I? Actually, I did help her really, it made me feel really good because I was able to explain it differently and I think it's clicked. And she was able to do a few problems. She was able to do at least one problem by herself towards the end, and like the problem before, I talked her through a little bit, but she had the right instincts. She just doubted herself. So it made me feel pretty good. Just saying. Yeah. Chemistry is hard. It was chemistry. Balancing equations is hard for a lot of students. So, yeah. But yeah, so the last 2 days we've had late start, which is weird. Like a snow day, but it was just late start to give the teachers 2 hours in the morning to do some extra work, which was nice. Got a lot done. I started, sort of planning for the next semester, which starts on like the 5th of February. So, yeah. I have sort of next semester not planned at all. But yeah, but I don't have anything. I have like all of my stuff for the next 2 weeks ready. So that's nice. And I've mostly caught up on my grading, so that's nice. So these two hours the last 2 days was nice. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. I didn't even say hi to everyone. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Nita username. Hi, Doden. Hi. That way. Tell me why. Ain't nothing but a heartache. Ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why. I thought it was, I don't know. I don't know why heart means want. Hi! Yes. Hi. That song's a banger. It is, isn't it? Ow. I'm bleeding! Sort of. I gave him his flea medicine today. No, don't do that. Don't do that. They don't want to hear that. Come here. Hi. I got it on Amazon. Oh, kitty. Oh, he smells bad. It's supposed to be scentless, but it is not scentless. Meow. Yeah, he got his flea medicine today. I did not give it to him on time. And it's not really in the center of his head, so hopefully he can't lick it off. But yeah. I took him on his first walk yesterday. You guys might have seen. I posted it like everywhere. On Twitter and Instagram. And even my personal Instagram too. And Facebook, even though I never go on Facebook. I should check to see if I got any notifications for it though. It'd be horrible if one of my family members commented on it and I didn't say anything back. I didn't even like the comment. Ugh, how horrible of me. Oh yeah. Can you guys still hear him purring? I can't tell from the sound bar because, there's music playing. Hi. Oh, you love bug. Yeah, you're my love bug, huh? And then he's gonna turn all sour like a Sour Patch Kid. He's like the opposite of a Sour Patch Kid. Well, he goes back and forth. Sour Patch Kids are just, first they're sour, then they're sweet. He goes sweet, sour, sweet, sour, sweet, sour. Huh. But like my title says, he opened my freezer yesterday while I was at work. Very upset. He ruined my frozen bananas because they melted and now they're just big old clump and I can't put that in my blender. So I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Probably thaw them a little bit maybe and cut them up. I don't know. I don't know. God, that flea medicine does not smell good. It smells like medicine. But yeah, so that was fun. And he thawed my Impossible meat and my bacon. That thawed completely. So I have to cook those now, essentially. Like, yeah, it's like eating a whole bag of Sour Patch. Yes! So, I'm lazy. And I bought the pre-bought frozen bananas. Hi, Totally Cow. Hello. Yes, what a handsome jerk. Yes, you are a handsome jerk. Yes. Oh God, the flea medicine. He doesn't even really like go out. He doesn't go outside. I mean, I guess I took him on a walk, but still, fleas can get inside. You need it, huh? Yeah. But yeah, so if it happens again, I'm going to get some baby proofing stuff for it. But yeah. But like I was saying, I cheat and I get the pre-frozen bananas from the store. I mean, I could just chop them up. I don't even know if it's really expensive. Yeah, I know. I know. He still needs the flea medicine, huh? I also need to take him in for a worming treatment, I think. I haven't taken him into the vet since October, and I don't know how often. Like, I tried looking up how often I should take him in for worming treatment and stuff, and, like, couldn't find anything. He's less likely to get worms than he is fleas, though. But now I have a recurring Amazon subscription for flea medicine for him every 3 months. $40. It's not bad. Saves 5%. Now I'm advertising Amazon. They should sponsor me, shouldn't they? I do take him out. I'm going to try to take him outside more often too, though. I think he really liked going outside. He was exploring. So my stairs in front of my apartment, though, so like up to my apartment, they're like the metal, or not metal, they're like the concrete slabs with gaps underneath. And I was really nervous he was gonna like slide through and jump down them, and he was on a leash. So that would not have been good. I mean, the harness is kind of crappy, so if I pull just a little bit, it slides off his head. So I don't think it would like hang him, but it would come off, and then like trying to make sure he doesn't escape would be bad too. But at least he wouldn't. And even if it did try to hang him, I'd probably just let go of the leash and just like let him drop. Huh. That sound like a good idea? Yeah. And so if some of you don't know, I've been playing through Final Fantasy VII Remake on hard in my free time. And I'm on chapter like 3 right now. I'm also trying to get the platinum, which I was looking at the trophies yesterday. Might be kind of hard for me. I'm not a pro gamer. But, oh, hi. Hi, yes. Hi. Okay. Hi. My baby. Oh God, you smell so bad. What was I saying? Oh yeah, because I'm not a pro gamer. But I will say playing on hard has made me be a better gamer already, because now I'm actually reading descriptions of the materia. Rogue Company? I've never heard of that. Rouge Company? Like Moulin Rouge? I don't know. But no, I've never heard of it. Rogue? Oh, okay. Oh, it's an FPS. Okay. Yeah, I definitely think I could do it, Cal. Maybe not. Well, I see. Yeah. So the platinum's going to be hard, but I definitely think I can. First person shooter. Oh, but technically third person. Oh, so like TPS. Okay, stop it. But yeah, like I'm actually reading the materia and like using it. Like at one time during my first playthrough, I had deadly dodge or whatever. Like on my materia as a materia, but I never actually knew how to use it. So it was just there doing nothing. And then I found out how to use it. And now I have it linked with HP absorption materia. And so like, oh, perfect. Yeah, so I'm becoming a better reader and gamer. You know what I mean? I'm not a huge fan of those. So that's why you didn't utilize those Yuffie skills. I didn't know how, okay? I couldn't figure out how. And then I was talking to someone and they said that when they played it, they had to use the touchpad to switch and their arrows weren't working. So I think that's what was wrong. I think it was the game, not me. Because I tried. All I had to do was hit the directional pad. And that's what I tried and that didn't work. I did it before? No, I was never able to switch it. I was never able to switch it to a different thing. Oh no, I'm out of Pokeballs. I was never able to switch it to a different element or whatever. Is it Poke Store or Poke Shop? Poke Shop, Pokeball, and then let's do like 20. Why not? Carpenter always blames their tools. Oh yeah, right. Well, I was only using her original weapon. The one with the ninjutsu. Well, I've decided to replay the DLC on hard too, most likely. I guess I probably should have brought some extra one or bought some cool one, better ones, huh? Oh well. Doden, yours might not work because of the extra, yeah. Oh, I didn't, let me catch it. Catch. There we go. Oh yeah, but I've decided to play through the DLC again on hard. At least try it on hard. And so I'll see if I can get it to work. Because I could never get it to work. I was so upset. And so I just gave up getting it to work. But yeah. And in the first run, I never got any other summon materia except for the ones that were like given to me in the game. Actually, I don't know how I got the Chocobo and Moogle one. I don't know how I got that one, but I only had 2 summons the entire game, and now I got the Fat Chocobo and the Shiva. Now I have Shiva or Shiva. It's probably Shiva. I think those were DLC. No, I don't think so. I think they were other summons from the game. What's his name? Vice or whatever was DLC. Because I remember, that was actually when I raided you, I think, for the very first time, Cal, is when you were trying to find Vice. You're trying to find where to find, you're trying to find where to beat Vice, I think, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah. Damn it, yeah. Damn it, Doden. I think that's when I first stumbled upon your stream. Because I had just finished the DLC. Yeah, I do remember that too. Oh man. But you were just testing it out, I think, right? In the beginning, you're just like, let's see what's going on. But yeah. Oh man, those boss fights that I struggled with on normal is gonna be a real pain in the ass on hard. Like, those whispers at the end. Oh my god. Those whispers, it took me forever. But I'm gonna be a better gamer by then, so we'll see. I might stream here and there parts of it, you know, like I do random Stardew streams, that kind of thing. Maybe even today, if I'm still feeling streamy at the end of Doki-Doki. Speaking of, maybe we should switch. Maybe we should go ahead and switch to Doki-Doki. Yeah? Alright. So, I really have no expectations at all going into this game, except it's like a literature club. Except it's like an anime kind of thing. This one's a fun one. But when I downloaded it, it was psychological horror, and I'm just like, how serious is this gonna get? Jesus. I don't know where to put this. On the floor. Hi, Nathan. Shush. Bye, Cal. Have a nice night. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, the Steam description said psychological horror. And I'm just like, I'm sorry. What? Okay, hold on. I don't hear it. Oh, it's just because there's no music, I guess. I did actually think ahead. We're just gonna do Tay-Ray. Why? Oh my god, it was so working earlier. Where is the sound? No. Does I have to do it every time? Where's the sound? Settings. What the heck? Quit, yes. I totally practiced. I won't spoil, but it turns into something completely different by the end. Oh, I've heard that. I practiced. I was like, yes, I have time to test it. There's the sound. God fucking damn it. I swear this computer. This like, ugh. There we go. Told you guys. No, I don't know what it was. Maybe it's because I have no idea. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That's me. That girl's Sayori. Sayori. I'm gonna try to say it in Japanese. My R's are horrible in Japanese. I don't have many bits left, but I want to give them to my fame streamer. I hope it helps you. Aw, that's sweet. Where am I? My neighbor and good friend since we were children, but you're just making fun of her. Thank you. That was so sweet. Need a username. Thanks so much. 26 bits. How nice. Thank you. I thought I had a nice sound for it, but I guess not. You did not have to do that. Okay, where am I? You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because we've known each other for so long. I don't really have friends like that. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. And I would get tired of waiting up. Sarah, this sounds like one of our friends growing up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Oof, that's late. Have a good night. Need a username. Thank you so much for the bits. Thanks for hanging out. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. And you say it like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Tay-Ray. I'm gonna give her a higher voice. I'll just talk normally since it is me, right? Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I sound like Minnie Mouse. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. I was just mean to you. Whatever you say, Sayori. See, I'm just gonna say it like an English person. I feel like I'm just too embarrassed. We cross the street together and make our way to school. What? You didn't like that sound. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Tay-Ray, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. Oh, this is me. Oops. I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's oh. I need to... Okay, if I'm gonna do voices, I gotta pay attention to what's happening, huh? I'm sure it's possible that I did. Ow! Stop. Ow! Stop. Stop, 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 stop. Stop. One of our mini conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. I sound like a horrible person. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting on the average. By getting on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. That sounds like me. Although I don't really do the average sometimes. I like it. I was talking about how I am worried that you won't learn to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET. What is that, NEET? Hi, Crota, how you doing? I'm good. I'm just embarrassing myself with some voices. Although, I mean, I guess it's just hi, but I don't know. Anyway. NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I can even let myself relent to her. What game is this? Doki-Doki Literature Club. It's like, it's a visual novel, I think, was one of the tags. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Oh, okay. Thank you. Not in education, employment, or training. Basically a nerd. Oh, I missed it. Can I go back? History? I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Sounds like a good club. Do I hit return? Okay. Hello. Sayori? Oh, Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I accidentally clicked. Oh, I'm impressed. I don't have a cat? What about your dog, then? Don't you have a dog? Yeah, my cat opened the freezer. It was a great experience. I was at work, so I was open for God knows how long. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sorry. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie! Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. My dog is a dummy. Yeah. My dog kind of is too. But she's also brilliant. So we would take her camping. And tents, like, we had one of those like double flap tents, that would zip down the middle and like the bottom would zip and it would all meet in the center. And like we would zip those pretty close. And when she was younger, we would lock her in the tent when we would go to places. I don't know why we didn't lock her in the trailer. But we would put her in the tent for some reason at some point when we would go places. And we'd come back and she's just chilling outside of the tent. She learned how to open the tent. So, yeah. She's both brilliant and dumb. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sorori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning to have planned all this out. I let on a long sigh. My Labrador was very smart. My little dog is a weirdo. So the dog I'm talking about, she's a German Shepherd. She's a Golden Retriever. We had a little Pomeranian at one point, and my mom swore that he was just so smart that he didn't want to do all this stuff. And then we had a trainer come for our Golden Retriever when we first got her to help us train her. And she also was doing a little bit work with him, even though he was older. She like worked with him a little bit too. And my mom was like, I always thought he was smart. And the trainer's like, actually, he's like one of the dumbest dogs I've ever seen. I don't know if she said those words for exactly, but she did tell us her dog was stupid. And he was stupid. He was such a lovable little boy, but man, he was stupid sometimes. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yay, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly followed Sarori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I don't know how to say this. And Yorkie mix, she's adorable, but dum-dum. Yeah, I feel that. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. No. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Oh no, what should I do? What should her voice be? I don't know, I'm at a loss. Ah, Tayrei, what a nice surprise. It's just gonna be a happier version of my voice. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. I think I've chosen the perfect voice for her. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is one I don't recognize. Well, I've said I'm never allowed to get another dog, but if I would ever, I would never. But if I did, I would never ever get another small dog. They just aren't my cup of tea. I agree. Just say Bob's. Bob's? What? Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear and then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. I don't remember what I did for her voice. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Doesn't Natsu mean son? I've always had large dogs. Yeah, we usually had big dogs too. We've had some kind of lab mix. We didn't have her for very long. I don't remember her very well. And then we had a Springer Spaniel, which isn't a large dog, but he's not a small dog. And then we had a lab who was huge. He was bigger than a normal lab, literally huge. And then, Natsuki, what? Oh, you don't say the U? Oh. Yeah, he was a huge lab, giant. And then we had our Pomeranian, which was our only small dog. And we didn't like go out looking for him. He kind of came to us because we had friends that weren't able to take care of anymore, so we took him in. And then we have a golden retriever now. Well, my parents have a golden retriever now. Yeah, my grandma has a beagle. Little dogs are only good for accidentally stepping on. I accidentally step on and kick my cat. He likes to be right underneath my feet. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? What did I do? That's right. It's great to see you again, Tay-Ray. Was pretty big and her brothers are also extremely large. Ah, Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica is probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little 95 pounds and her brothers were 120. Oh, wow. I don't remember how heavy our lab was because it was when I was a kid and I didn't care about that stuff. But he was also overweight. You too, Monica. Come sit down, Tay-Ray. We've made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. What did I do for her voice? Then how about I make some tea as well? That's right, I gave her the really soft-spoken voice. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that they're... Sorry. So there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Sayori. Not ski. Natsu. So, but like if, so like I would just watch Fairy Tale, right? But Natsu, it's Natsu, right? It's not nuts. Is it? They say Natsu. But with the key there, it's Natsuki. Thank you. Thank you, Corona. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens a closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Woo! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Yes. That's just the Englishized spelling, but yes, his name is not... But that's Sue. That's TSU, Sue, though. So do you say not Sue? Also, it confuses me that his name isn't katakana. Sue, yeah. So it's not Sue, but hers is Natsuki. Because of that key, I'm guessing. Because there's a lot of times where you don't say the U in Japanese. Maybe Natsu. Natsu must be like sun in Chinese or something. Natsuki. Yeah. It must be like, I don't know, it confuses me. I don't get why his name is written in katakana. Because there's a kanji for Natsu. Noitsue? Oh. Yeah, no idea. Anyway, sorry guys. Oh, I already read that. Little cats, that's right. Well, that's because they're drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Aw. Press the window key twice. On accident? What does that mean? How do you do your Japanese characters on your keyboard? What? I don't know that kanji. Oh, okay. I just use my phone. The whiskers are drawn. Oh, I read that. So cute! I also have a Korean one. Do you speak Korean too? Or at least, like, maybe a little bit then? At least. I had no... this is Monica. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki! Yeah, a little. Oh, cool. I have a student who speaks Korean. Ehehe. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious! Wait, that was too close to someone else's voice. No, it's fine. Sayori talks with her mouth full and already managed to get icing on her face. Really? Oh, man. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. What? Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you did. You technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for, you know, you, dummy. All right. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Ugh. What are they, like 15? First years are like 15 in Japanese, right? 15, 16? 15-year-old girls, man. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You want to keep a whole set in this? You keep a whole set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us special permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Oh, fuck. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. But you have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. I don't know if that was really her voice. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Tay-Ray, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yudi's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yudi? Well, wait, what? Well, let's see. Yudi traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yudi goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yudi might as well have be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Oh wait, I'm reading the wrong voice. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back! Fine. Yee, your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Oops, wrong voice. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. I'm not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. What are you doing? Why are you licking my hand? There's nothing on my hand. Maybe I got smoothie on my hand. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yudi? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yudi. Well, I wanted to read everyone's poems. That wasn't really quite her voice. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yudi look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now we have a new member, and I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Tay-Ray? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought, Tay-Ray. You all, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price that I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sadie wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official! Welcome to the literature club! Thanks, I guess. Oh, hi, Spencer! Do you like my reading? My voices? It's, yeah. My throat's gonna be hurting. Hi! Arcane Daryl. Roses are red, violets are blue. Natsuki is a cotton candy trash can that needs to be yeeted out of the nearest window for an attitude adjustment and hopefully better poems. Oh no. That's some feelings you got there, Arcane. Daryl? What should I call you? Welcome in. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment? Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over me once more. Tay-Ray, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Tay-Ray, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, I might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Which one are you romancing right now? I don't know. Do I have to start now? I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh, yeah. Hi. Pick words you think your favorite club member would like. Something good might happen with whoever likes her poem the most. Oh, the schmoobs. Oh, I see. I like Starscape. God, I put flea medicine on him. He did not smell great. Games. Oh. Insight. Passion. I'm just picking words I like. Spencer. Gosh dang it. Oh, what'd I do? Oh. Fantasy. Rainbow. Strawberry. Vacation. Adventure. Kawaii. That means cute. I watched a playthrough of a dude who tried to go for the dark-haired girl for similar dubious reasons. Oh my gosh. Sunset. Looks like I'm getting Monica. Pleasure. And lust. Unrequited. Daydream. Chocolate, of course. Let's see. I like parfaits. Entropy. Holiday. Kiss. We'll do kiss. Why not? Ooh. Journey. Kitty. Destiny. Hey, Mr. ACP. What is this game about? Let Jubal open freezers. He is free. He opened it while I was at work and didn't close it. I am pretty good though. I don't really know what it's about. I'm going in pretty blind. So far I joined a literature club with these 3 girls, and right now I'm writing a poem trying to appeal to my favorite one. But I'm really just kind of, what does Doki-Doki mean? Right now I'm just kind of picking words though. Fireflies are cool. Hi, Gente Ray. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha. No, don't worry. Oh. Okay. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. Keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. It's like an onomatopoeia. Oh. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Tay-Ray. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on. Like, he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. I think I do recognize this game. It's fun. Don't worry. I've heard that. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki found herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Doki-Doki is the sound your heart makes if you can feel it beating. Ahaha. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat. Don't worry, you guys. Tay-Ray always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Tay-Ray can become good friends too. Sayori. If you're nervous enough, yeah. Thanks. Thanks, Mr. ACP. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yudi even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's not really not. What do I do? I'm sorry. Yudi wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal out of it. Big deal if you don't want it to be. All right. Well, here. Yudi reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. Aw, so shy. This is How This Girl Accidentally Being So Cute. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yudi, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yudi's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's waiting for this chance. Did I read that right? Okay, I did. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Pokemon! What is it? Shellos. Well, I want it. I want it. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yudi gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. Ha! Spencer, you don't have that ball. It's Pokestore, Pokeball, or whatever Pokeball you want, and how many. That's my commands. Yeah, there you go. I thought it was Oh, it's Pokeshop. I'm sorry. It's Pokeshop. It's Pokeshop. I'm sorry. I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. I'm Pokebroke. Oh no. Well, don't buy 20. Buy less than that. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other we're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is, the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not all that. It's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. Doden got it. Dang it, Doden. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do something to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to see her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. Damn, I'm lucky. Are you, though? I guess you are. That's right, that's your second. You're just cheating. That's what I meant by that. In that case, what do you think? Do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is, then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. I can't figure out if but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that is why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh, fuck. Ooh, I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll have to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. That's what I do best. I'm sorry. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. Otaku. What does that mean? That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How's it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Oh. Okay. Oh, super fan, basically. Oh, okay. I see. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get it right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. Is it supposed to be straight? And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there, right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care. I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Implying like you focus like on your hobby so hard you lack social skills. Oh. I see. Yeah, I see. It's like stereotyping, right? Kind of. Yeah. Happens here too, you know? Like our video game nerds or whatever, you know, in high school, like you'd always think they were weird, you know? You never really like, yeah. Yeah. And you don't keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Oh my god, that is so rude! As a man saying that to, I guess a boy, they're high schoolers. A boy saying that to a girl? That is so rude! Oh my god, I can't believe I just said that. That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I don't think she will, okay? I'm being such a butthead. Right? Oh, it's just weird since it's like, you know, first person thing. I start to button up her blazer from the bottom. Okay, that's just weird. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. I like it better open, thank you. Oh god. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. I'm tall, aren't I, man? Look, her feet are turned in. She's liking it. Hey, tasty! Kiss her. Emotional damage. Oh yes, I'm ready. Not really, but meh. I'm watching Assassination Classroom right now, and that's pretty happy-go-lucky, I feel. Well, in a weird way. So I guess I could take some emotional damage. Don't say that. Don't make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Good luck on this game. Thanks. Great show. Yeah, I've heard it's good. But I'm home now. Ah, Sarah, welcome back. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. I can just like, yeah. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so. Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? How's the anime? Animu. Yarf. Kiss. But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Ah! Ow! He didn't make it, so his legs, his claws dug into my leg instead. Welcome back. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. I like it better unbuttoned. I think it's stylish and cute. Thank you, other me. That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. Yep, she twirls. She twirls. I've got my liquid dinner. Okay, cat. That is the worst place to stand. That is the only part of the screen I really need to see. Okay, come back. Come back. There you go. Okay. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? Or what kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. Liquid dinner, blended up spaghetti and meatballs. That's exactly what it is. You smell like flea medicine. Look. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. But I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Tay-Ray, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed. Yeah, you did. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I didn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Ow. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. Poetry. I was never good at poetry. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. What are you doing? Ow! What are you doing? You don't need to be behind me. Ow! What are you doing, Jubal? Ow! Jubal! Crazy cat. Jubal is now the star, right? Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Now, who should I show my poem to first? Let's do Monica. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem and I wanted to know I'm putting in an effort. Look at that king. Yeah, man. He knows how to open that closet, which is like, it's one of those like accordion doors. He can get that closet open. Let's just watch. It'll open. Hey, Tay-Ray. Hi, Tay-Ray. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? All right, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. That's a weird laugh. Don't worry, Tay-Ray. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Pokemon! What is that? Marini? I don't think I've ever seen that Pokemon before. Well, all right, let's try to catch it. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when I read your poem. When reading your poem. It's for one of the newer gens. Oh, it's weird looking. You're sure not reading into it too much. Are you sure? You sure you're not reading into it too much? Could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has a kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Hey! We got it, Spencer. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? Big Pog, yep. I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh, hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor or an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late, my retinas. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. What? Huh. Oh, so someone was like peeping on her. Something like that. Oh, there's... So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is this. It is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks. Thanks for listening. Oh, so I do have to show everyone? Oh my goodness! This is so good, Tay-Ray! I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer! Sayori. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why, because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yudi's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people here, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Tay-Ray poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. What are you doing? Ah, there you go. Oh. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. Just that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. I am, aren't I? Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet. Stop that. You're gonna mute me. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Tay-Ray. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed makes me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I like it. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Oh, that was me. Oops. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast! Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun! Monica's the best! Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Sunatsuki left next. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. I just didn't invoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? Yes, girl, smack him. I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Oh man. That's deep. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? I guess that was a wrong what face. This game's at pretty decent length. I thought it was pretty short. Wait, really? It's that long? Well, this will definitely have to be 2 streams then. I thought it was shorter than that. Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Nah, it's a longish game. Speed run! Nah, man. It depends on how fast you read. I'm reading pretty slow since I'm reading out loud. It'll be 2 streams then, probably. That's because I took my time. Yeah. It'll be 2 streams then, probably. Because I sleepy sleep. I gotta wake up early again. Take care. Good night, Doden! Have a great night. Thanks for hanging out. It was fun. What is that? Oh, it's a moon. Ooh, that's cool. Oh, it's not showing up as moving in my chat, but it's showing up on the screen. That's interesting. But yeah, so this will probably be a 2 stream thing then maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll go as long as I can tonight and then I'll finish it up tomorrow before day's gone. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? What you doing? Oops. Your writing style shouldn't make your message any less valid. Good night, Spencer. Have a good night. Yeah, it took you 5 hours. Oh, okay. I think maybe I thought it was 4, which isn't too far off from what you're saying. But yeah. Bye-bye, Spencer. Yes, exactly. I like it when things are easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you and do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like when I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose, it helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. She's so sassy. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, Yudi, it's your turn. Yudi stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay, oh, okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guessed that it might be after reading through it. Who's your fave so far? I don't know. I like Monica and I actually really like Natsuki. Ah, so it's that bad. No, did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yudi buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes and we haven't gotten anywhere. It might just take Yudi a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I just think the most noticeable thing is recognizing a new writer in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to me, to herself, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do! I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh, man. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Whoa. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. I also liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I said that really fast. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Tae-Ray. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. Whoa. That's a lot more solemn way of putting it. Oop. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Whew, I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yudi and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. I know, I do have some water. Meanwhile, Yudi smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, no, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Tae-Ray did too. And based on that, I'll gladly give you some of my suggestions of my own. Oops. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Tae-Ray liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Tayrei appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't... The cat just stared at me. Huh? And how do you know that he did... How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Tayrei started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Tayrei! She's just trying to make me look bad. They are. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making all your poems convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Tayrei. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Tayrei? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. I don't know what to do. What if I do this one? Natsuki glares at me, drying up words I had in my mouth. Good thing you're not timed, right? So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri! But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayuri! Eh? Yeah? Everyone's fighting and making Sayuri uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making a friend feel like this? Tayrei! Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayuri wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she is. She's being... Oh. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. I forgot her voice. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well... Also, Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayuri stands up triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayuri is vice president, I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayuri is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's really suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Whoa. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was all right. Well, mostly. Tay-Ray, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. He does not like all the talking I'm doing. He's just like glaring at me. Can you see his paw? Reach up. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Tay-Ray, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Hee. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. I got some donuts at the store, and I'm so excited. One of my coworkers brought in donuts today. Don't tell my treadmill. And I had a donut this morning. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Tay-Ray, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is gonna be so much fun! It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Oh, well, I just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulders. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay! Yeah, let's do this. I'm sorry. So can I not romance Monica? Since only those three show up on my thingy? I can't figure out who I want to go for. I forgot who liked what. I kind of want to go for Sayori. Damn. 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 Here we go. Damn. This is so weird. I'm not sure. Chocolate. Oh, that's right. Chocolate was her. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room as usual, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Tay-Ray. Yo, Saori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing you get to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Jesus. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Eh? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Eh. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. She turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you had spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. Yeah, I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that's because that means you deserve to feel guilty. I don't know if that's necessarily true. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in a book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. I just... something in my book. Yuri! Oops. Tell Tay-Ray to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling the mischievous stunt like that, your suffering is spared enough retribution. I didn't mean all that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think like that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the retribution. That! Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But, you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Whap. Yeah! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. That laugh you made, I know. Ow. What was... A cookie! Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki! That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. Hee. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her street and goes behind Natsuki and then wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey, did you seriously just do that? Trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monika is in the club room. Ugh, where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. Huh. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be too surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Yeah, that's true. Excuse me. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. I know. I know. The laughs are, yeah. The laughs are something. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's, Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Tay-Ray. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean to put any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. I'm sleepy. Yeah. I'm kind of feeling stopping for now. But I want to play some Final Fantasy. Like, I really want to. But the kitty's on me, so I couldn't really change things. He's sleeping very nicely. I know. But I have to switch my HDMI cords, and he's sleeping so nicely on my lap right now. I don't want to disturb him. Because using the 4K or whatever through the Elgato, the Elgato's program. I know. But streaming using the Elgato's program, there's too much lag between my controller and the program. So, it doesn't work well. Well, I'll finish this day at least, I think. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Sayote's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayote somehow finished her entire cookie. What do you mean somehow? It's a cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Tay-Ray! Tay-Ray! Sayote suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna get some supplies from another classroom. Wanna come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival's coming up? Me and Monica were gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. Oh, I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Are you going with Tay-Ray to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. But I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay, okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay! What a cock block, right? Ready, Tay-Ray? Yep, let's go. Sayote and I exit the club room. I follow behind as Sayote hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayote finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey, Sayote. What exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone is gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. That sounds kind of dull. Tay-Ray, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like you say the lines of the poems like between my feet. The last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that! Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. Eh? You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know. I know. I just meant that it's a pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Ah, don't say that. It's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. Ah, I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun. Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey, Tay-Ray, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, eh? It's been a long time since I spent time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She is nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings out a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. I'm sorry, baby. My knee hurts. I'm sorry. I have to straighten my legs. There you go. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons! Sayori pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand too. They're kind of dirty though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted. We still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Crayola or bust, right? Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for poster paper. Ah, I dropped one by accident. Smack. Yeah. Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right onto the shelf. She falls on the floor and crayons spill all over her lap. Ow! Are you okay? My forehead. Sayori clutches her forehead. Geez, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. Jesus. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. You should find some ice. Tay-Ray, where would I even find ice around this time? That don't look like Crayola. No. I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn, even wincing from the pain. Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I look at myself in the nearest vending machine. What should I get? Doesn't really matter since we'll use it as an ice pack rather than to drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? This is for your forehead, idiot. Sorry, I forgot. That laugh. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori, ow! Places the bottle against the bump on her forehead, on her head. It stings. Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, Tae-Ray. This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? Eh? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump. And I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. And you would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Tae-Ray, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people, even after all these years. You're rushing to help me even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. And I don't really do this thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right, Tae-Ray. I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll end up for college or after that. So it won't be fair to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know? Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Sayori hops to her feet. Ah! She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Ugh. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. They didn't get everything, though. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start with sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead. She's fine. Don't worry about. I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead on the shelf. Well, anyway, were you able to find everything we needed? I have it right. Sayori frantically grasps it. I forgot all the stuff. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Tae-Ray. Well, Sayori, I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too! Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? I guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Tae-Ray, I really love your poems. I can't believe you're hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything, but your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so... No way. Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something, but I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Spoon. Wah! Stop thinking weird things, you idiot. Or idiot. It just means that you're really expressive. You're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even little things. Like cooking! Let's not talk about that. So, yeah. I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. Eh? I don't know if I understand. Sigh. You never understand when I'm trying to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. Ah, hey! I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, Tayrei. Oh, will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it. Huh? Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Hehehe. Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Sai, are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Ah, I broke my pencil. Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped. But being inattentive to her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry! It's fine, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down to pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. It's not as good as yours. Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Oh, man, done a lot of reading. This is more talking than I do all day, even as a teacher. I pop off... What? I pop off my scalp like the little lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like bundles of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts and bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friends after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I will let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Whoa. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica told me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah. Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. Sounds like me. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Natsuki. Well, it's not really worse than your last one. But I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. I'm sorry guys, I'm done with the voices. They're hurting my throat. Phew what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Ah, glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well, then keep practicing and maybe you'll be good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. I didn't even read what I said. What did I say to her? Oh. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Eh? You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Oh, Jesus. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away, like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem here. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders, and that's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg real bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start liking spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm going to tell everyone. Jesus. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. It helps people realize how stupid they're being. I didn't even get that. I literally thought it was about spiders. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem isn't an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. I can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn respect for others liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important, but I wanted people to think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Alright, Yudi, it's your turn. Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Tay-Ray. The not doing the voices actually confused me, so we're gonna do the voices. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yudi. Coming from you, that means a lot. Eh? It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid of a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the strings you see and hear. That's one way to truly engage your reader and see into your mind. It's very an intimate exercise. I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have an example that if you'd like to read it, of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yudi nods and timidly hands me her poem. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. Pavlovian. Because it's Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feel myself again. Pokemon! Ooh, it's a Bellsprout. I want Bellsprout. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? Eh? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anyone. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, you have no reason to. No problem. Thanks for hanging out, Tasty. I'm probably gonna stop for now, or for soon today anyway. It's been 2 hours. I have to pee, and I might play some Final Fantasy, but if I do, I'll be off stream, I think. But yeah. Hell yeah! Nice job, Sarah. Haha, don't worry. I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Alright, Monica, it's your turn. Hi again, Tay-Ray. Oh, Sarah, you remember when we went to that Asian market? And I was like, I don't need the dictionary book with this workbook. I'll just get the workbook. No. I did like the first few pages, and like the workbook doesn't tell you the readings of the kanji or like the stroke order. So I ended up buying the first book on Amazon. It was actually cheaper than what it was at the store. So, yeah. But I got it today, so I was gonna do a little bit, I think, on it. Maybe. Yeah, Amazon is cheaper. But not much cheaper. I guess about $10. That's a decent amount. I don't remember now. But yeah. Okay. How is the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. That's how I feel when my students say, alright. And I'm like, well, at least it's not bad. That's good for a book. Yeah, it is. Yeah. I think it was like 20 something. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, it's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... Ha ha ha, I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then, too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, do you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. Ooh. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. And an endless poem of meaningless. That's math. Sine, cosine, tangent. Wait, did I read it all? Damn. I don't think I scrolled all the way down. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Hahaha. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I'm kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Ha ha ha, sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. It's the game's way of telling me to save. Okay. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, I don't want to have to do something for the oh, this is Natsuki. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Well, we'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. But, Monica. Yeah, we're going to have poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting in all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Hee hee hee. Sayori, he's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think that's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea. If I didn't sign up for this, there's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and put on a good performance, then it'll inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's all about expressing your feelings. Oops. being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? That was a hard sentence for me to read for some reason. To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members, and the least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. All right, phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. We want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica, that's too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll just start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Flips through a notebook to a specific poem that she has in mind for herself. Then she stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed in her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her. We were just caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Hee. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way. It'll come out the best that way. I see. Oh, okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayoti's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she liked my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Tayrei liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Well, the next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Tayrei. It's not like I compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Tayrei lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki? It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. My ear itches. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that I'll prove over time, though. Yeah, maybe. All right, then. That ladybug looking at me funny? What? Oh! Not ladybug. Yeah, man. What's this problem? Orbeetle? Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting her poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She husks back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? What? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I would think it'd be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too! It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori or Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. I'm sorry. I should have muted my mic. I didn't even think of it. I scared the cat. Look at you two always going home together like that. Thanks. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Hee hee. Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Tay-Ray. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's just go already. Jesus. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. Like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're putting me kind of on the spot here. Well... Oh my gosh. I'm gonna say this one. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Tay-Ray. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I've always made up my mind. I can't really figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off.